Nowadays, beer has been becoming so familiar to every single Vietnamese individual and family. Especially with hot and humid weather of Vietnam, it's totally great to slake your thirst with sips of cooling beer. Everybody loves beer. However, few of us know exactly the process to produce a good quality beer to deliver to consumers. For this reason, today we invite you to take a trip to visit and explore Hanoi Brewery at Melin to discover this interesting process. The brewing process is divided into 4 main stages. The very first stage is to produce sugar solution, which is hydrolyzing mash stage into fermentable sugars. The bitter taste and aroma of hop flower will be extracted into the sugar solution in the flour boiling step at the end of cooking process. Hot sugar solution continue to be separated from debris and flour residue in the whirlpool tank, cooled down to fermentation temperature. Factory capacity is up to 8 batches per day, and each batch produces 96 cubic meters of sugar solution. Then, fermentation is the decisive stage of converting hop sugar solution into beer under the effect of beer yeast through their life activities. After rapid temperature reduced and sterilized aeration, the sugar solution will be put into fermentation in CCT tanks in a certain rate of yeast. About 1% of the volume of sugar solution being fermented to carry out the fermentation process to transfer sugar and other ingredients in the solution into alcohol, carbon dioxide, and esters that are providing flavor and specific taste of beer. By the technology at Hanoi Brewery, fermentation process has 2 stages, which are main fermentation and secondary fermentation. Both stages are carried out in one fermentation tank. The total duration of each fermentation cycle will vary with different beers and range from 16 to 28 days. With the desire to bring the product further to the consumers, which means beer should be preserved in long term, the stage of pouring and pasteurizing beer from big tanks to different packages such as 450 ml bottles, 330 ml bottles or cans, 355 ml bottles or cans are always invested and controlled proactively by the factory. The brewery has 3 bottle extraction lines, including 2 bottle extraction lines with capacity of 30,000 bottles per hour, for extracting 450 ml bottles and 330 ml bottles, and a bottle extraction line with a capacity of 60,000 bottles per hour, for extracting bottles 450 ml and 355 ml, and a canning line with 60,000 cans per hour. Every sticker, cap, inkjet print is checked in accordance with the specification before being released, ensuring to provide customers with products not only of internal quality but also with a properly outside image wherever Hanoi beer appears. Visiting Hanoi Brewery at Melin, you can feel the charming aroma of beer flavor from a distance. Moving nearer, there will be the pictures of spacious buildings with modern machinery and equipment surrounded by green trees, white streets, airy and fresh atmosphere. A factory with modern, green, clean, beautiful and friendly environment will strengthen Habeco's brand, which is more than 100 years old, and increasingly contribute Habeco's position in the domestic and international market.